Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Humankind. So sorry there wasn't a video yesterday,
be purchased on the open market.
and part of that was because,
you'd be rolling.
so click through this real quick, we got another air star, we got the building stars, we're at 5 stars now. I think we knew we were about to get that with the next district. But yeah, part of the reason why we didn't have an episode yesterday was simply because I was getting that new series started with the Bus Simulator 21. But the other part is going to be a more long-term issue, and that is that we have started homeschooling our kids this year, and this is not what we did last year. Last year, that was the online distance learning, which they still did through the school. We started actually homeschooling our kids this year, so pulled them out of school, and we're teaching them ourselves. Since the schools don't want to teach our kids, there's a lot of reasons why we pulled them out, quite a few. They kind of really pushed us to do it. But the final straw was when they were just having our kids sit playing video games for 4 hours a day. And I'm not exaggerating. 4 to 5 hours a day at school they would be playing video games. Not even educational video games, just video games. So that was kind of the last straw for us. But we pulled our kids out of school, and thus we are now homeschooling them. And it is very, very time consuming. And so we're still trying to get adjusted to it. We just started a couple weeks ago, so this is the first time we've done this. But yeah, this is quite a bit different than the distance learning that we did, through the school last year, where the teacher was the one that ran the class. So quite a bit different, and it's gonna take us a while to get used to it, guys, to kind of work our schedule around it. So quite different. So unfortunately, things have been a little bit more sporadic with this series, and not as reliable with the videos coming out every day. And that's the reason why. I just want to let you guys know that it's unfortunately something that's probably going to continue until we kind of get adjusted to this. But yeah, it is exciting to be doing it. It's definitely a lot different than anything I've done before. But yeah, it's been interesting. So let's go ahead and actually jump into this episode here. I don't know if I thought we had like a cab unit. Oh yeah, that's right. We're going to use this guy, weren't we? Okay, so yeah, we're going to use him to get that location. We'll just have these guys continue moving up. Yeah, we already have him set to get that. That's right. So these guys here are going to... You're just going to have to wait to upgrade. So we're just going to station them for now, so we don't have to keep looking at them, because we probably won't have the money for that for some time. We did finish up the construction of the farmer's quarter right over here, getting us a nice 12 food. And just kind of continue stepping up the food production here. And we're at 17, so we're doing all right. Yeah, that's not too shabby. I think what we're going to do is maybe pull back on the food just a little bit, because they're already growing pretty quickly here. And put another guy into science over here. In fact, can we do 2 without... No, we can't do 2. We could always pull one from money, I suppose. Just try and focus a little bit more on the science here, guys. Here in the capital city. Plus, we get 10 science per researcher. You notice that we're not getting as much from traders or from the workers as we are from the farmers and the researchers. So with the farm constructed, we're still at good stability, so could construct pretty much anything here. We do want to get walls, and it's only one turn to knock those out. You want walls on your capital, of course. And since we're about to go to war, and you never know that they could get through here, get past our army somehow and get over here, they could even go by sea, I think it'd be good to have walls on the capital. So let's go and get that. It's only one turn. And then we got the library over here in Edo. I didn't mention it, but I did change the name to Kyoto here, based on your guys' comments. There were a couple people who would prefer to keep it as a Sir, but most people seem to think that changing the name would be for the best. So let's go ahead and see what we want to get next. Do we have enough science districts to justify getting the school? Let me see what all these guys have under their control. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think they're really producing much science overall at all here. I am noticing that we're going to start having food problems here, so I think we're kind of set on getting the farmer's quarter. Yeah, there's not really anything else we can get here. So as far as best location to build, it looks like we're only going to get 10 food. There's no rivers, guys. So I think this city here is probably going to struggle on food as we get later in the game. Yeah, I think it's going to be a problem. Now, they do already have the farmers' quarters over here. Now, they didn't really build this in the wisest way. Now, obviously, this is our maker's quarter area. And then they have this market quarter here. What we could go ahead and do, since we're not getting a lot of food from the farmer's quarter, is try building a harbor. A lot of times this will get you quite a bit more food. Yeah, quite a bit more. And this would also give us a harbor we could build ships in, because this does connect to the larger oceans here. While this, of course, is just a lake. So yeah, we would want to build it over here somewhere. And you want to put it somewhere where you can put a lot of these districts here, the merchant quarters. We have the one there. Building it here would allow you to get quite a bit around it, but you're just not getting as much food because you're not unlocking as many areas, which is the main reason why we're building this. Could build it here. Yeah, you're just not getting as much food doing it that way. I really need the food here. Let's see where this district ends here. Okay, so this line right here is the end of this district. So you would get access to some of these food by just building right here, but we'd probably build it over this way. So yeah, I guess it would be best to build it not there, because then you only get one bonus right here. You're going to lose 4 food, but we'll be able to build another of the merchant quarters there and get more money. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it, guys. So put it right there. Alright, so that'll get them some food. Quite a bit of food, actually. So we just finished up the construction of the market quarter. Remember, Constantinople is supposed to be our science district, so let's move some of these guys into science. In fact, we'll probably move them all into science. Really focus on the science here. And we have the buildings for that as well. However, the reason why we got this market quarter was so that we could build the Terra right here next to the mountains. So that's what we're going to go do, get some more influence. Although, at this point, we're kind of needing money more than we need influence. Let's go ahead and get, well, I don't know which tech we're doing, because we have gotten our centralized power tech and our unique unit, which is what we were working towards. And there's still a lot of things that need to be got over here. Let's go and see what the best thing would be for us. Probably not something to focus on the ships, though the 1+ unit slot for the armies would be nice to have. One more city cap would be fantastic. In fact, we really need another city cap. So might have to go for that one over there just for the city cap, guys. We also need the cog as well. I'd like to be able to start building those. That'd be nice to have. These ones are great. Yeah, these were pretty good here. So I was going to get this, but, you know, influence is not that big of an issue. And even if we lost 120 influence because we went 2 over the city cap for taking another city, that would not be that big of an issue because, again, we have so much of it right now. And I think the biggest problem we have is fame. We need to start, really going towards that, working towards catching up here. And thus we should try and get as many science stars in this era as we can. And thus we should work on the techs that are quickest. I think we get a star after the next tech. And so if we could knock out these quicker ones, that might be what's best for us, guys. I think that's what we're going to do, in fact. Let's go and get the Seafaring Mastery, since that's the quickest one. I don't think we have anyone back here that I skipped. So that'll be 4 turns to knock that out. So yeah, we're going to get that, guys. I had a few people express concern over our current fame situation in the comments. And yes, we are pretty far behind, guys. It's pretty bad. That's really far behind. But keep in mind that this game does give you a lot of ways to catch up. Quite a few ways to catch up. And we'll talk about that here after we get all these cities building. So we've gotten the market quarter over here to try to step up our money production. And I think we're going to probably continue with that. Though I think the reason why we got that was for the harbor here. Now we're still doing fantastic in food. Actually, we're doing so well in food. Let's go and start stepping up production here so we can start building these up a little bit quicker. We've been growing in 1 turn. It's been going quite well for us. As far as money versus science here, I mean, what is Edo focusing on? They're going a little bit more the science route. So maybe we'd want to go a little bit more with the money route. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do here. So we'll put one of these guys into the money. Maybe even 2. Yeah, it will slow down growth by a turn, but that's not that big of a deal, guys. So yeah, just start trying to step up our production and our actual money per turn here. Did we get all the terras here? I don't think there were any options, considering the fact we didn't have any mountains. Oh, there is a mountain here, but you'd have to build down that way to get over there. So that takes some time. I don't know if we're going to want to do that, because you'd want to build it. I think you could build it on the crater. I'm not entirely sure. You'd want to build it here, and thus you'd have to build 3 things to get down there. So it would not be very quick. Not quick at all, honestly. We can take a look, see if they got any buildings that we can quickly get, though. That might give us a huge bonus. Not really seeing anything here, guys. No, not particularly. How about production? This would be helpful. Yeah, this will get you another... Nah, I guess it's really only getting you 8 more production. But then you get 2 more slots. So I think what we'll do is go ahead and get ourselves something for the... because stability is good. We've stepped that back up. It's not a problem. It took us a little bit of time to get there. But yeah, we're pretty good on that front. So I think what we're going to do is get something for the production here, guys. Yeah, let's go and get another Maker's Quarter. I know they do have quite a few. Let's see where the best location to get it is. Saying right here, are these all Maker's Quarters? Oh, these are all Maker's Quarters. I guess that's the reason why they have so much production here. But that's okay, because we want more production here. Let me just see if they have a good science location. Okay, we've actually started building these science districts over here. I see. 13 science wouldn't be bad, but you know, let's go and get the Maker's Quarter, guys. So that we can try and get all this stuff built a little bit quicker. Right now, you'll notice that we can build things fairly quickly, but as we move in the ages, you're going to need a ton of production. You know, some of those buildings we later get with the current production, I think would take around like 8 or 9 turns each. So quite a long time. Here in Alexandria, we got the Farmer's Quarter constructed over here, stepping up the food production by a bit. And I think what we'll do is go ahead and move one of these guys over to the money now. Though, could have a problem there soon. Let's do the +2 food on the river. I think it might only apply to these two, though. So I guess that's only... Oh, no, you get this one, too. That'd be 6 food. That's not a lot. And I don't think they have any other rivers in this area, do they? That's one thing we are definitely lacking, I've noticed, is rivers in most of our locations. This area really doesn't have a lot of rivers. We got a lot of lakes. Yeah, we're decent on disability, so I'm not worried about that. Do we have the library? We do not. All right, we all want to make sure we get libraries in all of our cities. Just because it's every time you get a population, you get 1 more science, so why wouldn't you want that? So we do have the stone walls here. Excellent. Food is an issue here, guys. So let's go ahead and get the harbor, I think. I think that'd be the best thing for this city. We have built 1 harbor already over here, and that has given us quite a bit of food. We have a ton of other districts that we could build harbors, though. All right, not going to get much there. Yeah, not much at all there. So we can build up around here and probably get the most food, I think. Also over here, though. But yeah, nowhere near as much food as what you're getting in this area, just because you're opening up so many places here. So let's just see where we want it. Again, these are the top ones. That doesn't necessarily mean we want to put it there. Just looking at all the different options. It does seem that that's probably the best location, guys. Yeah, I think that is. So we'll put it right here, because then it has the 3 districts around it. Or the 3 tiles. We did get another civic, the human animal. As your civilization grows, you must recognize that your cities are not simply engines of production. They are also places where people live and find community. With the commons now a bedrock of your empire cities, you must decide what is your most important obligation to your citizens. Let's go and see what choices we have here. Now, we did decide not to do that one because you're just not going to get any benefit, and I just don't want to pay for it. And it's not so much the cost that you have to consider. You have to consider for every one of these you get, the cost and influence gets more expensive for future ones. So if one of these civics is not going to give you any benefit, then you really shouldn't go for it. All right, so with this one, we can go up public security, moving us closer towards authority, which is not the route that I think we're going to go. I think I prefer to go at liberty, get that extra influence. And then we'd have 50% reduction on garrison industry costs, so we'd be able to construct those garrisons quicker. Or public happiness, allowing us to construct commons for 50% cheaper, and moving us closer to liberty, which would move us into the next bracket and thus get us more influence. I think that's what we're going to do, guys. Let's go ahead and enact public happiness.
A bit of flexibility and freedom is more.
And we're still pretty good on influence, right? With really not a whole lot to get right now, unless we start colonizing, which is one thing I do want to do. I'd like to come over here. Unfortunately, we lost that ship unit. We need to build a ship unit. We do have this guy here, but he's too cruddy. That's right. We wanted to get this tech so that we can get him upgraded. I had completely forgot we did that, and I just did it so that we could get the, get the bonus to get another tech, get another star. Oh, they're mutinous in Constantinople. I'm not sure what happened there. I think we probably lost some trade. That's the only way I could see how it could have dropped so quickly, because it was decent and now it's not. So maybe we lost some trade routes. Or maybe this Mexican influence here. No, that's an Edo. And the Norsemen have finished their war with the Mongols. I didn't even know they were at war with the Mongols. Alright, so we do have some problems here now. They can't construct the Terra anymore either because of the stability issues. I'm not sure how that got so bad. I thought we were in a much better position than that. But clearly we are not. And I think the problem is just the number of districts they have. We have a lot of districts here, guys. Quite a few. So we need to get like another Commons Quarter or a garrison. Garrisons are just granting us the 10. Common Quarters, we can build these quicker because of that civic we just got, so it makes sense to get that instead. Look at the difference here, 4 turns to 2 turns because we have that 50% reduction. So we want to get those, but remember these are largely based off of the districts around them. And thus you can, and we also get influence for these, that should be noted. But yeah, you can get a lot of stability or just a little bit of stability, just kind of depending on what's around it. It seems that 10 is the most we're going to get. It probably makes sense to build it somewhere where we're going to, you know, probably build around that. So maybe right here, I can definitely see getting these 2 cities merged here, and thus this would probably be the best location, I think. So we'll build it right there. And what we'd have to do is put that at the top. Alright, well we got a bit of money. I was going to use that for a unit, but since we are hurting on stability again, which is surprising, what we might want to do is go ahead and start trading for another resource. Just see what we can get here. 8+ stability for this one in the silver, but I think the silver was pretty expensive. Yeah, it's pretty darn expensive, guys. We can look at other options though. See what some of these other trade partners might have for us that might really step the stability up some. It looks like gold is not a lot. We do have one other trade partner that we could look at, though. With these guys, I am hesitant to trade too much with them. Considering the fact that they're doing so well right now, we're just giving them money. But at the same time, I want to get with the cheapest route, guys, so I think we're going to go with the obsidian there. Because we can get quite a bit of stability. There's a silver as well, but I think this was kind of expensive. And I think we had another option for silver, didn't we? I think they had silver, so we'll just trade with her. I know it's expensive, but that's okay. That should help out in Constantinople. Take a look at where they're going to be at next turn. Still going to be below 30% though. Alright, so need to get that done basically. Alright, so over here in Edo, we have finished the construction of that harbor, stepping up the food by quite a bit. Yeah, that is excellent. Let's go ahead and put into science here. I think we're going to do the research quarter here. We have 20 districts total in this location. Not a lot of science over here. I thought we had some trade goods for this one that would have gave us some science. Apparently not, though. We do have this one here, so you could start building science district over here. That'd be 12. That's more than here, so I'm not entirely sure why they're not indicating that. But again, sometimes it's not always correct. Yeah, there's a lot of times it's not the correct number they give you. That's not the best location. So yeah, I think it would be better to start working on it over here, and then also if we built all the way over this way, which I don't know that we'll do that. But if you did build over this way, then you could get that unique district and get the influence. Yeah, let's just build it right here, guys. Get a little bit more science in Edo. But yeah, they're sitting at 20 districts, while Constantinople has 36 districts. Cairo has 50. So you can just see why Constantinople is having the issues it's having.
This should be a city
Alexandria has only 23 districts. So yeah, I think it's very clear why Constantinople, of all our places, is having the issues that it is. We do not want this, so we're just going to refuse. We'll just have to get the stability hit, unfortunately. And Kyoto has grown. They're up to 15 population, growing very rapidly.
You have unlocked. Things change.
So again, the Norsemen want to trade with us. Now, one thing that was brought up is the fact that we might not be able to see their resources yet, because we haven't really uncovered much of their territory. So that's a real possibility as well here. They could have resources to trade for, and we just can't see them. We're just going to keep countering, though.
No?
They need to give us some money. We have a lot of trade partners. Also, we just knocked out that science. We gained science and influence from that, and then knocked out the tech. Although I think we're going to get that anyways. Yeah, I think we're set to get it in one turn. So the next science star would require 4 more technologies. I really think we're going to work towards that, guys, even if we get... Yeah, I don't think we're going to move right to the next era. There's nobody even close to moving to the next era. Obviously, the Mexicans already have. But after that, there's nobody really that far behind us. I suppose they are, the Norse, but you know what? They might be a whole time behind us. A whole era behind us. Yeah, they're in the medieval era, so they haven't even gone to early modern yet. So we don't have to worry about them either. So as far as stars go, yeah, there's really nobody to worry about just yet. There are other wonders that the Mexicans could all be buying, though, so there's that to consider. So she wants to trade for everything. Where is she located? Is she going to be a good ally for us? We do need an additional ally. It looks like she's over there getting her butt kicked, honestly. Yeah. I mean, well, she is over here. This is where her capital is. Then what is this? Is she getting an outpost over there? Maybe she was kicking somebody else's butt. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I mean, she is right behind us. So she'd be a better ally than the Mexicans would be. These guys would be a solid ally too, though. Yeah, I think we're going to wait to do the strategic resources because we don't need to do this. If she wants our strategic resources, she needs to pay us. We'll just keep on saying that. That way we don't hurt her feelings too much. All right, so we did finish up the tech that will allow us to upgrade those ships. So again, we're looking for cheap techs. We would like to get these more, but we want cheap techs. So as far as the cheap techs that we have available, the ones that would be 5 turns, you could also do the 6 turns. That's not that bad. And this would allow us to get that colony plan. And basically we start out with far more buildings than any outpost we set up. Any city, I should say. So any city we get, we would have all the infrastructure from era 1 and 3. So a lot of the infrastructure. And then also gives us that settlers I told you about. While the game doesn't start out with colonists, there are colonists in the game. And that's what these settlers are here. And allows you to create the city with some industry and 3 population. Now, obviously, you get that anyway. Essentially, all this really does is allows you to avoid the influence cost. But we don't really have anybody for colonizing yet, and you haven't sent the ships out yet. So I don't think we're going to get that one yet. It'd be better to get one of these ones. And I really think we should do this one here. Yeah. That would help Constantinople out a lot. And that helps with science period. Maybe we can get through these texts quicker. So yeah, we'll get that. Let's go and move on to the next turn. Oh yes, that's right. As far as the war goes here, guys, while we are set up and ready, we are not going to declare war yet because I wanted to upgrade these units. We wanted to get these guys upgraded to our samurai, and that is 970 gold. I don't think we're going to declare war anytime soon just yet, guys. Maybe next turn, maybe not though. I really kind of want to focus on building. So these guys here again contacted about trading for the luxuries, and probably just can't see their goods, so we're gonna just counter.
You desire something of me.
These people need to pay us. We have a lot of luxuries that people can trade for, and so they want access to these. They're gonna have to pay. All right, so we'll have that unit join them. We have got all the units over here, and now it's just a matter of getting them upgraded. I really want to get the hoplites upgraded. They are from way back. They're pretty far back here because we didn't even upgrade them to pikemen, and so I really feel like we need to get those upgraded before we go to war. I want to make use of them in this conflict because we don't know when the next conflict will be, and you know, once we go into enemy territory, we can't upgrade them. So we did finish up the construction of the Maker's Quarters. Excellent. I think what we're going to do is start building ships here. This is what I was waiting on. I really want to get some ships going. Now, I am noticing that the stability is about to be in a garbage position, though, so maybe we need to fix that first. Yeah, you might want to go ahead and fix that. So let's go and get a Commons Quarter, because some of that production is going to be flip-flopping over. And so I think we're going to do it right here. That's really good. Yeah, again, they're telling us that's the best location, but this is clearly better. You're losing 4 production if you build it here, though. But yeah, I'd prefer to get the 5 extra influence. This is all in 1 turn, so let's just build it, man. Looks like we have quite a few cities that are done constructing. We got the library here in Alexandria. Excellent. I think getting the food market in 1 turn would be helpful. Yeah, let's go and get that. Over here in Cairo, we have finished up the construction of the harbor to get a little bit more food. So we're growing much quicker. Excellent. Is there any other locations left to build the Terra where we can actually get something from this? So we haven't built it here yet. I almost want it right. I mean, I guess you could build it right there. It's fine. There's no real reason not to build it right there. So I guess we'll go to there. You get 14 influence from that location. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do, guys. And the reason why we're getting 14 instead of 12 is, of course, because we just got that +2 from that civic change. Or a policy change, I should say. So yeah, we're going to put it here. This is an extra 14 influence, though. We're really starting to stack up on the influence. Now, one thing we can do with the influence is attach this to Cairo, because we now have enough to do that. There's also the wonders. It looks like this one's finally claimed by somebody, though. The Taj Mahal is in the hands of the Dutch. Okay, so maybe we'll take that from them. I don't know what else they got. Let me just take a look. I want to see if they have any other wonders. They have Stonehenge. Okay. So maybe we might be able to take some of their wonders from them. This was not the city we were in. We were in Cairo. So yeah, we're going to continue building these unique districts, guys, because while influence is stacked right now, everything's getting more and more expensive, and so we're going to need the influence. And I want to build these while we can, because once we move to the next area, we won't be able to build anymore. So we are done with these here unless we get there, I should say. Could always build it there just for the 9 influence. I suppose that's not shabby. Let me see if we want to get this school now. I don't know that we have enough science districts to justify that yet. Nah, I don't think so, guys. So instead, we'll go ahead and get another science district because we're good on influence. Yeah, I feel like we're good on influence, good on food. So let's get another research quarter here, guys. And that is clearly the best location. However, we're not going to build it there because we're trying to get over to there. So I think we're going to build it right here. And that's still better than where they recommended before. Or, I mean, it's the same. We'll get that later, guys. And that'll be even more science when we get it. Alright, so let's go ahead and move to the next turn. We have 6 stars, and the Dutch just declared war on us. That worked out splendidly for us. That is really, really good. I'm actually very pleased with that, guys. So all those trade routes are going to be destroyed, so that's going to impact us negatively, though. Could end up having some production issues, guys. Or excuse me, stability issues. Yeah, you can see it's already dropping here. So that's a problem. And the reason why I dropped those is because we just got the Terra constructed here. Okay, so that works out very well for us. Okay, so we'll take a look at that and the consequences of that soon. But why this is good is because when she declares war on us, now she's losing -3 rather than us losing -3. Now, as far as the current demands that we have, we're going to get paid. Oh, we're going to get paid when we beat her. Because, yeah, we are definitely going to beat her. She has no chance, I feel. I mean, look at her armies. I mean, they're decent combat strength. But, I mean, this only has 5 units and it has more combat strength than that one. Just kind of show you where we're at. And we haven't even upgraded some of these, which we have the money for. In fact, we're going to go ahead and attack her with these 5 units. See how we want to invade her, though. Like, how's the best way of going about doing this? So this city here has all of this under the control of it. So we do want to take that city. Although I might just detach this one here and build it ourselves. Yeah, I think we'll just attack that outpost. Destroy it, I mean. Destroy the outpost here and then take it over. And then what we could do, instead of making this part of Cairo, which I'm not opposed to doing, giving them another district, a 7th district. What we could do instead is like create another city here and then have this all be one city, or even attach it to that one, though. I think it might be better to have our own city. So we'll get all those buildings. Options, guys, many options. First, let's go ahead and, I guess we'll do this real quick. Let's get all these buildings constructed. We finished the Commons Quarter here, but we're still dropping. Remember, we did just lose some trade, and we might lose more. So we should really probably focus on stability in any location that's having stability issues. And the best way to do that would probably be to build up around this Commons Quarter here, since we haven't finished doing that yet. They still do have a lot of food here. Let's go and move that into production. And then we continually need more money, although they don't earn a lot of money here. Yeah, they really don't. What they need is the building that steps that up. the money per traders, because yeah, they're just not earning very much per traders. But yeah, for now, let's go ahead and get something constructed here just to kind of step the stability up just a little bit. And I'm thinking the food district, even though we don't really need food, it's going to get the most bonus from these food districts next to it. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get the food district here, and that's also going to, well, I suppose that will actually result in us losing stability, won't it? Yeah, that would result in us losing stability because it costs 10, and then the bonus we get here is only 5. So that's really not the best way to do it, though it does allow us to continue building up around here, but yeah, that's not going to work. So can't do it that way, guys. The only way really to do it is with the garrison. You can't really build districts around the commons to get stability, since, you know, the districts cost stability. So yeah, we had to build the garrison, essentially, just to get a little bit. And I suppose that's fine. We could build it like up here and then cut off, although I'm not entirely sure why it won't let you build it right there. Oh, we just can't see that location. Okay, so we'll just move a unit over there. You build it right there, and then yeah, you can't even move through here. So I think that's the best way to do it. Then have to go by C. So we just need to reveal it, and I think coming up here should reveal that for us. And then we'll get the garrison right there. So that'll get us an additional 5 stability, and then we can get the city watch to increase the stability by another 5. I'm just worried about it. This is not that big of an issue, 43%. I'm just worried about more trade getting cut off and it dropping even further. So we're going to move them back over here. Alexandria has finished up the construction of their food market, so that's going to step up the amount of money that we're earning here. Their stability is not bad. Yeah, it's not too bad, guys. The production is much lower than other areas, though, you'll notice. And food is going to become a problem soon. So we still got to take care of that as well. And we haven't really built all the stability increasing districts just yet either, so we have those options too. So we have a lot of options, essentially. How much food would we get from a farmer's quarter? We get 15 there, but we don't want to build farmer's quarters right over there. Let me see what other options we would have for food, like if we built the harbor. I know we built quite a few harbors, but we still have areas that we haven't built food in, or we haven't built the harbor in. So we get 18 there, but this is in the lake, and that's for this district here, so you would want to build it over here somewhere. So you're getting 13 there. I mean, you're really not getting a lot in many of these areas here, but you want it to connect to the ocean if possible, so you can use it to construct ships if you wanted to. Well, that's interesting. Right here would be kind of cool, although you're only getting 9 food there, and that's because these are those ocean tiles there. You're getting 9 science from this tile here, though. So yeah, I might want to do that. That's plus 3 science. It looks like we'll get the same over here. Okay, so probably just want to build it in one of these locations. And so you really just have to choose between whether you want it to be usable for money later, or you just want the extra food right now. Yeah, because if you wanted to get the money, this gives you 3 tiles for building the merchant quarters. But yeah, I don't know when we'd go about doing that. And we'd probably build them over here instead. I think we get more money over there. So yeah, we'll just build it off of this and just really focus on getting food. I think that's the best option. Now, the lake does grant more food, given. But again, I would prefer to have it over here. And it gets science over here, so it kind of offsets it a little bit. So we'll do it right there. So I'll get a little bit more food for Alexandria. They're always needing food. They don't have any rivers. And then Constantinople has finished up with the Terra. And so, again, we're just facing really low stability here. So we need to get that fixed. And thus we're probably going to have to do more garrison districts. We could do another commons. That's always an option as well. I didn't build it over here because I don't think we would have had... I mean, I guess you could have got plus 10 rather than the plus 5 from the garrison. It probably would have been better instead of building a garrison here to build the commons. But this is just such a perfect location for a garrison. I feel like we should build it there. So let's just see what we can do over here. We already built the commons there. And commons next to commons is probably not the best way to go about doing this. We have a commons here as well. So I suppose what we'd want to do is put it right there where we're going to get the plus 10 where they're recommending, essentially. Yeah, I think that's the best location for us. You can't get plus 15 there, but think about the science that we're giving up, because we could put science districts all the way around here. So we'll just put it right there. It's always a trade-off, guys. It's one thing you gotta like always be considering with this game or any game like this. Civilization's the same way. You know, it's always a trade-off, everything you do. Oh, damn it, I forgot we were at war here. Psh, I ended the turn, completely forgetting that we're at war. Wow. I knew I was gonna end up doing that, guys. Let's do this now, before I forget again. I don't know where she went. I assume she went over here. Alright, yeah, I just completely forgot we were at war, guys. That was silly on my part. So what we're going to do is we'll upgrade these guys first. We don't have enough to upgrade more than one, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and get... We want the whole army living here. See if we can't find them. I don't know where she went. I just want to make sure she's not down here. It might be there. It's a possibility. And then with this guy here... I mean, we need to take her city here. Yeah, I suppose that would be the next step, would be to take that city and then probably just destroy it. I don't think there's much attached to this city. I think we'd probably just destroy that one and then build our own little outpost there is what I'm thinking. It does look like a decent location, though. But we also can't have her coming from up this way either and coming into our territory. I don't know if the 5 units would be enough to attack here. I guess it depends on... The defenses aren't great, but she does have the unit over here. Although these are all cogs. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so she's got a bunch of cogs over here. They would be able to technically help in the war, but they'd have to get up close. You know, they don't have very much range. So as long as we kept our units away from the coast, they wouldn't be able to help out much there. She's got a big old navy. Oh yeah, quite a navy, guys. That's one thing to consider. I think we got her in the land, but in the sea, I think she's got us. So we're just going to go and advance up this way with this unit and just see what she's got. Yeah, I figured she might have some units here. She has great swordsmen. Okay. Okay, so yeah, she's got the great swordsmen. She's got some crossbowmen. Overall combat strength 101, much lower than ours. So yeah, we're just going to go and attack next turn, I suppose. Let's go right here. So we'll be up on the hill. See if she attacks us. I really wish I hadn't forgotten to move these units last turn. More cogs here. Good God, she's got a massive fleet. Wow. Alright, so we need to keep our units far away from her because they would have some difficulty. Yeah, I'd like to get at least one of these guys upgraded in each army before we push forward, because you can see their combat strength, while we're certainly better than theirs, it's comparable. And so she could, like, I think we're just going to stay here, guys, and wait to advance up there, because I wasn't quite ready for the conflict. Again, I'm glad she did declare war, because now she's losing just based on, you know, the ticking, I guess you call it, like, paradox terms, ticking war score. And so, yeah, she's going to be in trouble if she can't get some victories. I don't know what she was thinking when she attacked us. She seems to be incredibly aggressive. You wouldn't think that from her personality when you look at her traits and stuff. I don't know if we ever looked at her traits, but she's usually much more friendly and peaceful. But she has not been in this one. We built another research quarter. I guess we'll continue with the research quarters here. I'm just trying to get through this science. And if they don't have any other issues, then there's no reason not to continue building these. So yeah, we'll get another research quarter here, and then allow us to get our unique district there. And it's just going to be another 11 science. It's not as much as I would like, but not too shabby. And again, Constantinople having issues, and she did have a unit over there. Okay, I thought that's where she might have went. And she actually attacked us over here as well with a much weaker unit, but it takes all of our movement turns, so it's not a bad strategy. And this is powerful enough to take this location from us and cause us some issues there, guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and, I guess we'll do this battle here. Maybe we should get walls for Edo. I guess we'll let them finish their research quarter, because they already are working on that. But I think we're going to do walls next. I was going to do the unique district, but yeah, I think it might be wise to get the walls first. So we're going to go and do this battle, though it does look like we have her vastly outnumbered. Now she does have the reinforcement cog army, so or ships, excuse me, And so again, we don't want them at the coast here because she can come over and shoot at us. So even though we're only fighting one unit, I think we're going to manually control them. Yeah, it should be a fairly easy battle overall. And she'll have to attack us. But I worry about the AI will cost us too much in casualties. Remember, this unit here can just wreck a cavalry unit. Just cause us extreme damage. Most likely destroy that cav unit. We've already seen that happen once before. While the samurai is going to kick his butt. So we're going to want the samurai right here. The hoplites, it's not as strong, but we could put him over here, I suppose. And then put the this guy here, and then we need somebody over here. I suppose he does quite a bit of damage, so it makes sense to have him. But he can also shoot back at the ships. So we'll have him go here, and then this unit will go over here. Yeah, that looks good. So let's go into deployment. They'll attack downhill at this unit and get wrecked. They'll get assistance from their ship, of course. Okay, they're retreating. That's kind of silly. Okay, they didn't use the ship. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing here. Where's our flag? It's right there. So we'll have to keep one unit there, but we could just also stop them from getting around us here. So they could go and seize the flag if they wanted to. I don't think I carry enough to stop them from doing that. This guy's got to be protected, though. So yeah, they kind of knew what it was. Even attacking uphill, or from uphill, so downhill, they would have still taken significant damage. I'm wondering if this unit will be able to shoot at. Yeah, we can. So we were able to destroy their ship fairly easily, guys. So I guess we want to move this unit here. They went behind the walls, which is irrelevant.
For your country.
So this was a really easy battle for us. Again, I'm not entirely sure what they were thinking with that, other than to take movement points. I guess it doesn't even take the movement points, so we can still attack. I guess they did damage to us. There's that. Alright, so these guys are facing a lot. Let me see. Their combat strength is 213. Well, that's 161, so we're looking pretty good. Here we're at 243. We're even more powerful. And we're already in enemy territory, so can't upgrade. So I think it'd make the most sense to upgrade this unit here. So they'll be fully upgraded units. Everybody here is looking good at 232 combat strength. And we're going to try and chase these guys down here. Now they can attack into this way if they have the units to do so. You'd have to think at some point that they're going to have they'll run out of units to throw at us. So we could go and attack that unit there. I assume they're going to retreat. They do have halberdiers. Okay, so yeah, we'll go and attack here, guys. Though this it shouldn't be too difficult of a battle. It's really just a matter of which direction we want to attack from. And it's probably going to be that one, though maybe this way. Yeah, that's actually much better. So that's the direction we'll attack from. Again, I assume they're going to retreat. Yeah. It's another victory here for us, guys.
If you seek.
And again, they're having some issues in their war support. Look at that huge drop. Yeah. Again, I'm not sure what she was thinking with this war, other than it seemed like she was just angry. She was just angry at us, and so that's the reason why she attacked us. It was just out of sheer anger and no real rationale here, because it was kind of a silly attack. I don't know why she thought she'd be able to win this. Now this guy did not retreat. I wonder if it's like if he had already retreated. No. She's got no reinforcements either from what I'm seeing. So we'll just be able to destroy this halberdier unit. And also that'll be counted as another victory. So let's do a manual battle. We don't have to do one, but knowing the AI, they'll probably charge my horses into that unit. I don't know. The AI is not bad in the game, but still. So how do we want to do this? Again, it doesn't really matter. We'll probably destroy the unit in just one turn. Yeah, I assume we'll just destroy the unit in one turn. I guess you want the best units here in the front. They're going to do the best against these guys. Where they'll deploy, probably up there, I assume. So what we're going to do is just get over here and shoot at them first. though we're not able to attack, unfortunately, because the unit can move or attack during its turn, but not both. That's because these are the early gunner units, and they just can't do both. So we'll have to wait till next turn. So what we'd probably want to do instead is just come up here and then go ahead and attack with the Varangian Guard. They'll do pretty well. And then bring these Varangian Guard over here, I think. Yeah. Because remember, we have not upgraded the hoplites yet, and thus this unit's much better than those hoplites, significantly better. So we want to keep them away. So let's go to end the round, because I don't think I want to attack uphill here. We could. I guess they would attack us. Let's just wait. There's no rush here. They attack the gunners. Okay. That's fine. So now we'll shoot at them. They'll be pretty weak, and then we'll just be able to finish them off with this unit here, the Varangian Guards. Getting them some more experience, trying to catch them up with their friends here. Alright, so nice easy battle over here. Didn't lose any units or anything. Also, it looks like we have another osmosis event. Oh no, we have the cultural conversion started here. Okay. Alright, so with that victory, I'm not sure why it's still open here. Let's close that. So with that victory, we don't have any more movement points here. That army will likely come up around us. That's what I would assume here. And we won't invade into there just yet. Again, I want to get some of those units upgraded, if at all possible, if we can. We did get the garrison there. That's not a ton of stability, so let's go ahead and get the city watch. And then what we're going to do is start building ships with the city. Kyoto, we'll start building us some ships. We can go ahead and upgrade them, and I think we will as soon as we get the 400. Though one ship would not be able to contend with her fleet. They're at least pretty far away. So I'd assume they're not going to come after us. We did finish up the Commons Quarter here. Excellent, getting us up to 38%, but still quite a bit short on this. Yeah, not looking good on the stability here, guys. Now, we are about to get a building that will help with that. Yeah, every one of our researcher will get us a little bit of stability, but that's not a huge jump, honestly. We are actually losing food here, so food has now become a problem. And we don't have enough stability to get the farmer's quarter, and there's no other food buildings to get. So yeah, stability is really just the issue here. So we just got to focus on garrisons and commons quarters. I don't know if there's another commons quarter besides over here, which again, I kind of want science districts here, because you can't even build around this one. And I think we're going to run out of locations. Like eventually this one could be beneficial. You build up around this one, but right now it's only +5. So I think it would be better to get a garrisons right now, even though it's going to take longer to build it. I mean, I guess you could build 2 commons quarters, but yeah, I mean, commons quarters can only help so much. You know, I didn't look in other areas, but I guess that's because we don't have, I mean, there's space down here. You could always replace one as well. That would be an option. Then you're going to get a ton of stability, because this one's like completely surrounded. So that'd be one way to get a lot of stability. But I don't know that I want to replace that. It's better just to build around it. So yeah, I could build right here to get the 10 stability there. Could also build right here, and then you can kind of slowly build around it to get more, or make your districts not cost as much. Yeah, I guess we'll do the 10 stability here. I didn't even think about this area. So yeah, we'll build there. Just kind of increase that stability a little bit. We have an event, Thieves of the Sea. Transoceanic trade is flourishing, but such richly veined routes are attracting vultures of the high seas. Pirates are rumored to be planning audacious raids on ships near the wealthy city of Cairo. Unless the Empire responds, wealth that should go to the city is likely to go into the pockets of scoundrels. What is the right move? So we can do secure, in which case we'll move closer to homeland, and we'll get the overproductive on Cairo, +20 industry, where we can recruit, move us closer to individualism, costing us 200 gold, and give us new ships. I think that's what we're going to do, actually. Let's recruit them. Now, that does put us in the negative, which does have some stability effects, but we'll be out of it in one turn, so it's not that big of an issue. That did grant us 3 Carracks, however you pronounce that. I don't know if it's Carrack or Carrack. I never really looked that one up, but yeah, these ships are actually a technology that we don't have. Most importantly, this is the first ship that is able to go on the ocean with no penalties. This was actually one of these ships was what Christopher Columbus used. Well, he had multiple ships, but one of his ships was a Carrack. So we have 3 of these. That's pretty decent combat strength, and she's mostly got cogs. I think she has so many that they would cause us a lot of trouble. But what we could do is move these guys over here to help us out. And I think that might be what we do. We could also raid her trade, though that also affects everybody else who is raided. We could instead use them for exploration. I suppose that would be an option as well. But we're at war right now, guys, so let's use the ships for war. We're going to go ahead and move up this way. And move them into her, I guess, her bay here. Kind of like a little inland sea, really. Yeah. We'll move them into that area. So we can do one more turn. You'll notice that we are also getting pollution now from the Mexicans. The Mexicans are producing 20 pollution per turn, which is affecting all of us. Now, in my playthroughs, I haven't seen the pollution become like a major issue. I'm not sure if it's well balanced yet, but there has been several patches, so that might have been changed. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Let's go ahead and refuse that. It's a bummer, because I think that's actually what's been impacting the stability here, because this is not the first event we got there. We're able to sell more resources. The Mexicans, I almost want to stop trading with them. If we didn't rely on trade so much with them, then I would. Because, yeah, they're doing so well right now.
I think you'll like it.
Yeah, now they're wanting something else from us.
To take a bath afterwards.
Where are they at? They're over here. We might want to attack them eventually. Pretty far on this direction. But yeah, we might want to attack them eventually. And attacking them would weaken them as well. But any attacks we did would give them grievances, which would stop our trade. I think we're going to just do a counter. They're going to have to pay us if they want that. Yeah, we'll just keep doing that. They can have the treaty, but they got to pay. So I don't know if she has any cogs here. If she has a cog fleet, I guess we'll find out. And let's just hope that our more advanced ships will be able to defeat that cog fleet. Though, we see ships right here, so she does have a cog fleet, which would be more powerful than ours as far as combat strength, though one thing to consider is the fact they have that boarding vessel, which does help them out up close, but we have the range, so you can kind of stay away and shoot at them. Yeah, I still think we'd likely lose that battle. So, you know, I don't know if we want to go in there just yet. Yeah, we'd need like another ship. Over here, we can do another attack there, and I think we will. We can also attack here. We wouldn't want to attack from that direction. We'd want to attack from this direction, so we could attack them one at a time and just slowly wipe out their army. They put themselves in a horrible position here, and we get the attack from walls. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Okay, that's not going to go well for her, but she does have the assistance of her ships. Oh, she retreated. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. She wouldn't want to do that. I was thinking she was going to stick around in it because she stuck around in that other horrible battle. This one at least was a little bit more even. But only being able to deploy one unit at a time would result in her getting destroyed very quickly with probably not a lot of effect on us. Alright, so we can go and attack these guys, and I think we will. I assume they will retreat. We do need to get our units healed up, which we could do that with money if we wanted to, so we can keep our units on the move. We still need to upgrade them. So they are going to fight this. I don't know if they might still have had the retreat penalty. That's what I'm assuming. And so we're going to want the units that are strong against cab up here, just because some of our other units got a little bit weakened. Although, shooting at them would be helpful as well. Let's put them up here. I don't think there's any other way to deploy them where they'll be able to shoot. I think even up here on the hill they won't be able to shoot at them. I could check, but I really don't think we can. But I guess it would be a good experiment. We need to keep these guys far, far away. And then yeah, let's put these hoplites over here. And then the one Varangian guard that didn't do any fighting will be right there. So that looks good. They can't get through here, but they can go around and attack this weakened unit. But even attacking this weakened unit, let's just keep them away from the hill. Would be better than the horse getting attacked, because that would be disastrous. Because they'd probably kill the horse, although maybe not, because it is a night now. Alright, so let's go to enter deployment. He wisely stayed away from our units here. Yeah, just can't do it. But we could move here and attack, while also having a unit go forward. I think we will attack with these guys. I don't know how well they'll do. It looks like they'll win. Let me see how these guys are going to do. They're obviously going to do much better. Okay, what we'll do is have this unit go forward. Wait to attack until after we shoot, if I can. Oh, that's right, he can't move and shoot at the same time, so that's not going to be an option. So we'll just attack him.
And attack.
Maybe we'll shoot next turn. And you know what, we're even going to come down here. Just weaken it even further. There you go, beautiful. So we'll just end our round here. And let him attack us. There we go. Beautiful. So things are not going well in this war for her. But we're getting that war score down and we still haven't taken these cities yet. I don't know that we're going to be able to wait, guys. I was going to wait to get some of these units upgraded, but we don't have any money. And we're just not earning enough per turn right now. We might want to have Cairo build us some market quarters now. Or infrastructure that would increase the money. Because, yeah, the money production is probably the thing hitting us the hardest right now. Yeah, it's really what we're lacking. So it would make sense to get the market quarter here, guys. That's what we would do. We'll see where the best location is. Still up around here. That's interesting. That's still the best location for the money. Okay, I guess it makes sense. This is where we're building all this district here. We have all these different financial districts that are all benefiting us. So yeah, we'll put it right there. That's 22 gold. That's really good. So put it there. Here in Edo, they haven't finished up the construction of the research quarter. Stability is still in a good spot here. But I think we're going to do the stone walls now. I did say I'd get that. You saw she already tried to come down here and I assume attack Edo. That's one of the cities she wants in this war. So we need to get these alchemist workshops here for the plus 10% science. As soon as we finish getting some of the money infrastructure, then maybe we'll go after that. Again, I'd really like to get these ones here, guys, but we need to do quicker stuff. And so I think what we'll do next, that'd be good. The 2+ gold for traders would be nice. This here, we can, save some money and also earn some money. So guilds would actually be good. That helps with money. The high furnace, though, would help with production. So we'll do the guilds first, guys. It's going to be 4 turns to get that knocked out. Alright, so unfortunately, that is going to have to be the end of today's episode. We got a ton of influence, guys. What I would really like to do is start exploring this here so we can settle. We need to upgrade these guys before we can do that, though, to a cog at the very least. And then come over here. Money. Money is the shortage right now. That's what's really hurting us. We just don't have enough money. So we're going to really start shifting production in our cities over to stuff that would earn us money, since that's the main thing that I'm lacking. Influence is good. Production's pretty good in all the cities. Some of the cities have food problems, but and research is great. I think we're doing pretty good on research at this point. I mean, it could be a little bit higher, but it's not too bad. It's pretty good, I'd say, considering. But I feel like the thing we really need to be working on is money in this war, and then we'll probably shift back over to research after we get the money situation dealt with. And as we upgrade all these units, they cost us more money per turn, so that's going to drastically reduce how much we're making. So another reason why we need to get more money. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you guys on the next one, and thanks for watching.